Catch the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide this Saturday, January the 25th at 11 a.m. right here on WPGH Fox 53.
The Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide is sponsored in part by Maxicar of Pittsburgh, specialists in new replacement parts for cars and trucks.
Hi, I'm Heidi Rinkus with this edition of the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide. We hope you'll join us for the next half hour of outdoor adventure as we bring you tales of sportsmanship experienced by people just like you. We'll bring you stories not from worldwide experts, but rather from the local fishermen, the local hunters, the local skiers, and the like, to give you a real flavor of how the people of Western Pennsylvania view their environment. Today's show, in fact, is the perfect example of the informal perspective you'll find on the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide. As we embark on a new year of sporting possibilities, we'll take you high into the hills and out onto the water to highlight some of the geographic features that make this area so unique and so appealing. By traveling first to Somerset County, we'll show you one way to get enthused about the winter season by giving you a mini ski course designed specifically with the beginner in mind. We'll then switch our attention to hunting, not for the usual deer, but rather for some unusual birds. And finally, we'll travel to the Youghiogheny River to bring you another fishing story where our crew battles the elements yet again. So stay tuned. All these stories are coming up in just a moment when we return with the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide.
Hey, Bob, what happened to your old truck?
This is my old truck. I got new replacement parts from Maxicar and saved a lot of money.
Maxicar of Pittsburgh is one of the area's largest suppliers of new replacement parts for most makes and models of cars and trucks. We maintain a huge inventory that is computer controlled to ensure prompt service, wholesale or retail, at super low prices. Why buy used parts when you can get top quality new replacement parts from Maxicar? Call toll free 1-800-445-5215.
Introducing Pete Maltese's Headbreaker Fishing System. The Headbreaker is a specially balanced and adjustable jig head that offers extreme versatility in retrieve or trolling depth. The Headbreaker features 2 breakaway lower sections that can easily be clipped down to achieve an instant change of depth and speed. Each kit contains 3 minis, 2 originals, and 1 husky, plus 6 plastic tails. Kits are only $5 plus 75 cents postage and handling. To order, call 412-795-0873. That's 795-0873.
Reloaders Outlet is Pittsburgh's fastest growing shooting shop. Volume discounts on bulk pistol and rifle brass, bullets and primers. 9 different types of Winchester surplus gunpowder starting at $3 per pound. A full line of pistols and rifles from the Springfield Armory, stock or full-blown comp guns. Other guns available, both new and used. Reloaders Outlet, home of Spa ammunition, speed, power, and accuracy for your competition, hunting, and target needs at affordable prices. Stop in and see us at 108 Nelbon Avenue, Penn Hills, just off Frankstown Road, or call 247-0307.
Some people think it takes a lot of money to advertise on television. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't. TV can be the most cost-effective form of advertising available, and by far the most powerful. You can turn this into this by advertising your product or service on television. It's less expensive than you may think. To find out more, call John McKee Productions, area code 412-664-7583.
The avid skier and the ski resort managers no doubt felt a little bit of anxiety during most of December and the early part of January, when the combination of very little snow and quite a bit of rain made it nearly impossible for any skier to get enthused about the ski season. But alas, the snow has now fallen, The skiers are smiling, and I presume that the resorts are back to making money. As for our place in the big picture, we bring you these words of wisdom, courtesy of Hidden Valley ski instructor Bill Farber.
Hi, my name is Bill Farber and I'm with the Hidden Valley Ski School. We'd like to welcome you here to Hidden Valley. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like to learn how to ski. Hidden Valley offers a lot of great programs, and one of the best ones is our Learn to Ski program. It includes a lift lesson and rental, and we offer it every day. And in the lesson, what you're going to learn how to do is first you'll come out to the ski school meeting area and you'll meet your instructor. And we'll put you in groups of about 6 to 8 people, and your instructor will teach you first how to put your skis on. Your skis have a release system. It's very safe and makes skiing a lot easier. What you're going to learn how to do, it's real simple. All you do is insert your toe and press down on your heel on both skis, making sure there's no snow on them. It's a lot easier than the old systems where you had to tie them in or do a lot of straps. Then your instructor will talk to you about how to stand on the skis. We stand on the skis very tall in a natural athletic stance, keeping our hands out in front of us. What we're going to learn to do first is how to glide on the skis. So the instructor will teach you how to sidestep up the hill like this, just one foot after the other. And then he'll tell you to turn face down the hill, and he'll have you push off, and you learn to slide first. Very slow, very easy. What we're trying to do is just familiarize you with sliding on the snow surface. And he's always going to have you walking back up and down the hill sideways like this. And then he'll have you change directions and walk up the hill the other way. After you learn how to slide, the next thing we're going to introduce is how to stop on the skis. And it's very simple. All we do is turn the skis together and we make like a V shape, or a piece of pizza, some people call it, or a wedge, and we used to call it a snowplow. So all you do is turn your skis out, push your heels out, and turn your toes in, and you make what's called a wedge. And then you do this standing still, and then you walk up the hill and you'll try it while moving. Look something like this. You just turn them together and you'll stop. So you'll practice this a couple times until you get it down. This is the foundation for skiing, so you want to make sure you do it very well. Then the next step, the instructor will teach you how to turn. So you do all this in the wedge, staying very centered, keeping our hands in front of us and staying very tall and balanced on our whole foot. So to go and make a turn, all we're going to do is we're going to walk up, and you need a little more speed, and all you do is push off, go into your wedge, and then you just turn the one foot a little more than the other one. And you make a turn. And you'll step back up and you'll practice it. The left turn's a little easier than the right turn for most people if you're right-handed. So we usually start off teaching the left turn. When you learn how to do that, we'll teach the right turn. And then we try to put two of them together. Okay, now that we've learned how to put two turns together, make a wedge, and we can balance ourselves while sliding, we're not going to have to walk up the hill anymore. We're going to use the pony toe. And it's a real simple device to get onto. It makes skiing a lot easier. Instead of walking up, we're going to get pulled up the hill. So what you want to do is put both poles on your left hand, the straps, and you're just going to move yourself into position on the pony toe, pointing your skis up the hill directly, turn around over your right shoulders, and just grasp the orange handle and stand up and let this pull you up the hill. You don't want to hang on it either backwards or forward. You just want to stay centered and just let it pull you up the hill. Always turning. If you don't want to go straight down the hill, don't point your skis down the hill. Always keep them turning. And this would all be within your class lesson that you would take, that you would learn how to do this. Be taught how to ride, to stand up, get up, make turns, stop, and then ride the toe, and then come down. And just experiencing the thrill of skiing. It's a very easy sport to learn, and it's a lot of fun. For more information, just call the Hidden Valley Ski Resort, and we'll be glad to tell you all about it.
Granted that one ski lesson won't necessarily make you Olympic material, but there's always the next time and the time after that and so on and so on. Because you see, skiing can become a very addictive sport, and it's likely that once you get started, you'll probably be hooked for life. When we return, we'll take a look at another consuming hobby of quite a different nature, one that involves as many animals as it does people.
The Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide is on the air again for its second season. If you missed one of last year's programs, get a pencil because here's an offer you won't want to miss. You can own the first 10 shows on video cassette for the low price of $39.95. That's almost 5 hours of quality local outdoor information. Send check or money order to John McKee Productions, Post Office Box 596, McKeesport, PA 15134. Please add $2 for postage.
Hey, Bob, what happened to your old truck?
This is my old truck. I got new replacement parts from MaxiCar and saved a lot of money.
Maxicar of Pittsburgh is one of the area's largest suppliers of new replacement parts for most makes and models of cars and trucks. We maintain a huge inventory that is computer controlled to ensure prompt service, wholesale or retail, at super low prices. Why buy used parts when you can get top quality new replacement parts from Maxicar? Call toll free 1-800-445-5215.
Dreammakers, the rockumentary, now available on video cassette only through the special TV offer. Over 40 Pittsburgh area musicians donated their time and talents to make Dreammakers a reality. This tape includes interviews, candid footage from the recording studio, and the music video for the song Dreammakers. Order your copy today. Send check or money order to John McKee Productions, P.O. Box 596, McKeesport, PA 15134.
Attention, fishermen. Has the wind ever blown the boat out of your favorite spot? Why not use the turtle tube? It's a self-collapsing, self-contained sea anchor designed to slow your boat down on windy days. There's a size to fit all boats. The small one is for boats to 16 feet and is $29.95. The large one is for boats to 30 feet and is $49.95. The extra large is for boats over 30 feet and is $129.95. For faster service, call 412-824-0447. Visa and MasterCard accepted.
In Pennsylvania, the deer season tends to eclipse all other seasons when it comes to the amount of interest and the amount of participation. However, there are some hunting enthusiasts who prefer to hunt other animals, like birds such as quail and pheasant. So for them, we offer this next segment of Pete's Corner, where our host Pete Maltese introduces hunting guide Don Lohr, who in turn introduces a very important aspect from the sport of bird hunting.
Hi, I'm Peter Maltese and welcome to another segment of Pete's Corner. Today we're going to be working some bird dogs, and to show us how to work the bird dogs is Don Lohr. Don, nice to see you.
How you doing, Pete?
And tell us what you're going to be doing with the dogs.
Well, we'll let you watch a little older dog work.
And what's his name?
His name is Patches.
Hi, Patches. How are you?
He's 5 years old.
What kind of a dog is he?
This is a Brittany.
A Brittany?
Yeah, they used to.
He looks like he likes me.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He'll find birds for us. He's been around the block a few times chasing birds. So.
Well, where are we going to work these dogs?
Well, we can just cut him loose here and see if he can take an edge here, and maybe we can get some birds.
He looks like he's anxious to go.
He's ready to go.
All right, why don't we turn him loose and let's see what we can do with him.
Well, when I'm hunting for myself or with a couple companions, we'll hunt 8 hours.
And the dog will run 8 hours?
Yeah. The dogs are, we work the dogs off of four-wheelers. That keeps them in top shape, because you can't take him out and expect him to hunt 8 hours if he's not in shape. It just won't happen.
You got to be in shape too.
Yeah. Well, just walking with him is, well, you know, if you take him out and work the dog every day, you're going to get in shape also, not just the dog. I like to let my dogs range a little bit. You have to have a little bit of trust in them to do that. And my younger, the pups that I have, I won't let them go. I'll use a 25-foot check cord with them and train with it. Well, the initial startup with the dog. Go ahead, Patrick. They'll tend to run a little bit out of control for the first hour or so. They're full of energy. They want to go. And Looks like he might be making a little bit of game right there. Maybe a rabbit, maybe a bird. The nose is unbelievable on a dog. They can smell game. Well, we've walked past birds where the dog has gotten behind us and found birds that have held tight for us, especially grouse hunting. Second flushes on grouse. The dog's way out on the edge over there. He's going to be working this tree line out here.
Do they know the difference between a bird and a rabbit and a deer? And
Yeah, I think the fur smells a little different to a bird dog. Rabbits to birds, or deer to birds. If you could see him right here, he's coming up this edge. I believe he's on the right side. The wind's going downhill. He's going to work that edge out. And you'll find a lot of pheasants like to hide on an edge, tree line edge. Bobwhite quail do the same thing. Okay, he's coming around here. That's a boy. Okay. You'll see the dog throw his head up a lot, indicating the presence of game, or it was there at one time.
Don is going to show us how he trains his young dogs. Don's already planted a homing pigeon in the woods somewhere, and we're going to see if the dog can find it. He looks like a little anxious to get out.
Yeah, she's a little 7-month-old puppy. She's raring to go.
And you just started to train her.
Yeah, I think she's seen 3 birds in her lifetime.
All right, tell us what you're going to do first.
What I'm going to do is you want to use the wind to your advantage when training. Bring the dog into the wind, into the scent of the bird, and you want to make sure the dog stops. The dog's natural instinct is going to point the bird.
You just don't leave it run. You use a
No, you
long
definitely
rope.
don't want to let the dog barge in on the bird. You got to keep a control. This is your handle on your dog. If you could see, she's
pretty frisky, isn't she? All right, let's get started and see what you can do. Let's go, girl. Let's see what you can do.
Baby. Okay, come on now. That's a girl. You just want to, don't let her get too wild with the cord, pulling you around. Okay, kid, come on. Good girl. Watch out now.
Yeah, what the dog is now on looking for the bird. She found the bird.
You can see that the dog is standing here on point. She's not sure what's going on yet. Good girl. Whoop. Good girl.
All right, you're trying to hold her.
Yeah, I want to hold her. The best thing to do is have a helper with you. We'll flush this bird out. Good girl. Okay, see? Oh, look here.
All right, would she have flushed it out?
Yeah, she would have. Because what a lot of people don't understand with a pointing dog, the dog's instinct is to stop on the scent. Then to take a step, stop again. Your job in training that dog is to make it stand there till you flush it. That is your job, the trainer.
And then once you flush it, then she goes to look for another one?
Yeah, as you can see, she was all fired up to go again. Come on.
All right, let's see if this one can find that other bird.
Okay, that bird should still be there, so Shelby, you want to go find me something? Let's go, kid.
Again, to remember, this is a young dog that he's just starting to train, so he isn't completely disciplined yet.
Come on, kid. Easy.
But the dog is working. The dog is working well. There he is. He's got it.
Whoa, good girl. Good girl. Okay. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. As you can see, Puppy's really interested in getting this bird out of here. Come on.
There you go.
That's a girl. Good girl. Okay, watch him.
Well, Don, that was quite an experience that I've had, and thanks a lot for showing us all this stuff. And
Thank you.
I think maybe if I want to go hunting, this is the way I would like to go with a dog rather than me do all the work.
While aids such as the bird dog are instrumental in tracking down certain types of wildlife, it is oftentimes the fisherman's own instincts that will determine his level of success, as you will soon see for yourself when we return with a chilling trip to the Youghiogheny River.
From the copper kettles of western Pennsylvania's only locally owned brewery comes a new kind of light beer, Stoney's Light. No sugar, no preservatives, no additives, just an all-natural, all-grain beer. Stoney's has been made by the people of western Pennsylvania since 1907. Stoney's Light is the new generation of quality and pride. Try a Stoney's Light, made by Jones Brewing Company, Smithton, PA.
Look out, bass and other panfish. The original headbreaker chameleon spinnerbait is here. This unique lure is the only changeable spinnerbait on the market. Now you can have your favorite style and color spinner blade and skirt. You can have 27 different combinations from one lure. Each kit contains 3 changeable skirts, 3 different color blades, plus 1 original headbreaker. Kits are only $3.50 plus 75 cents postage and handling. To order, call 412-795-0873. That's 795-0873.
Hey, Bob, what happened to your old truck?
This is my old truck. I got new replacement parts from Maxicar and saved a lot of money.
Maxicar of Pittsburgh is one of the area's largest suppliers of new replacement parts for most makes and models of cars and trucks. We maintain a huge inventory that is computer controlled to ensure prompt service, wholesale or retail, at super low prices. Why buy used parts when you can get top quality new replacement parts from Maxicar? Call toll free 1-800-445-5215.
The Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide is on the air again for its second season. If you missed one of last year's programs, get a pencil because here's an offer you won't want to miss. You can own the first 10 shows on video cassette for the low price of $39.95. That's almost 5 hours of quality local outdoor information. Send check or money order to John McKee Productions, Post Office Box 596, McKeesport, PA 15134. Please add $2 for postage.
It seems that our fishing crew of late have taken on the postman's creed of perseverance as they'll suffer through just about any kind of weather, all in the name of sport. As a result, our in-house fishing fanatic Fred Wehagen and a few of his friends have chosen a spot along the Youghiogheny River to bring you this month's segment of On the Water with Fred.
Hi, I'm Fred Wehagen. We're at Confluence today on the Yauk River. My 2 fishing partners today will be Fred Rendoik and John Crescent. What do you think, Fred?
Well,
how's the river look today?
It looks just about like it should be. It's a little low for this time of the year, Fred. I'm going to try fishing with streamers here this morning and some woolly buggers, and I guess John and you are going to try some live bait, some spinners.
Right. We're going to try some spinners and some egg sacks, right?
Right.
You guys been catching some fish here?
Yeah, we've been doing pretty good. We've been catching a few browns and some nice rainbows. Hopefully the sun comes out a little bit, just warming up a few degrees.
Yeah, we could take that all right.
Yeah, we could. Maybe we'll do some good.
I guess it's about, what, 26 degrees here?
Yeah, it's
somewhere
at least
around
it's 26 to 30. It's a couple degrees warmer. I think we're going to do all right.
Yeah.
A few people fishing here already this morning.
Once
I
that
think
sun,
we're going to do all right.
once that sun peeks over the hill, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a nice day.
Warm weather, that's the way it goes.
Any day on the water is good.
That's right. Better than working.
Yes, it sure is.
Okay, right now I'm trying a pink honey bug, hoping I can get something to take it. I tried a black woolly bugger. I had one small one come up and hit it. He didn't want to come back. I keep trying a few different things here. A little hard casting here this morning. Getting quite a bit of ice in the ferrules on the rod. You have to keep dipping in the water and shaking it off. But I think we're going to do something here pretty soon. I don't know how the other guys are doing. They trying some bait. My buddy John's up there. He's trying spinners. Hope he does better than I'm doing.
That's a start. That broke the ice. Took the ice off my
Looks
guides
like my buddy
anyway.
Fred over there got a whale on. Is that one of those natives?
Yeah, that's a native brookie. We started out here. Pete's using an egg sack, and I'm using a night crawler. And it seemed at first when I started using a night crawler, I was getting snagged up. I'm using one split shot, and as small as BB I have, I'm still getting hung up. So we went to little bobbers. This is a way that they fish for steelhead a lot, but conditions here are a lot like that, so that's why we're using a night crawler. And whatever starts catching fish, though, we'll all be using it. Now, Fred Rendulic is out there. He's using flies, and he's had a couple follows, and he missed one strike. So maybe flies are the answer. We'll soon see. It's pretty tough, though, for Fred, Pete, and I, all the guys. The guides are freezing up on us. It's pretty hard to cast fly line or spinning line. John and I have moved down the river here. Fred and Pete and the boys are up creek from us here. John's using, what are you using, John?
I'm using a white streamer.
White streamer. I'm sticking with old reliable here. I have a worm on here, and we've just started in this section, so we haven't caught nothing yet, but our guides are still freezing up and the sun's peeping over the hill. We really thought we was going to get some relief here, but don't seem like we are for a while here anyway. Well, guys, we give it a good shot today. Of course, the temperature never did climb above freezing, and our guides kept freezing on us.
Yeah.
Fishermen always can come up with an excuse, you know.
Well, I don't know. They say all fishermen are liars, or is it all liars are fishermen? But it's just a tough damn fish.
It's pretty close, yeah.
If
But
it was,
I'll tell you though, one day out in the water like this can take you over them winter doldrums that just drive you crazy sitting at home.
Anyone brave enough to try fishing in January certainly deserves a little bit of recognition, so we thank Fred Rendulic, John Janasco, John Crescent, Pete Maltese, Pete Kantakis, and of course Fred Wehagen for bringing us this entertaining segment of On the Water with Fred. And at this time, we'd also like to thank you, our viewers, and our sponsors for making today's show possible. We hope that you'll join us again next month on Saturday, February the 29th at 11 a.m. right here on this same station. In the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, you can contact us by writing to MWM Productions, Post Office Box 596, McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Or you can call area code 412-664-7583. On behalf of the entire staff that's worked to bring you this edition of the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide, I'm Heidi Rinkus. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next month.
The Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide is sponsored in part by Maxicar of Pittsburgh, specialists in new replacement parts for cars and trucks.